Hey guys, we are back with more Kingston Frontenacs Eastside Hockey Manager, and in the last one, we won the OHL Championship, which is insane because last year, we weren't even in the playoffs. We were one of 4 teams in the OHL to not make the playoffs last year, and this year, we made it all the way, not only to the regular season championship, but we also won the playoffs, and in convincing fashion as well. We swept, well, first of all, we beat the Peterborough Petes in 6 games, and then we swept the Sudbury Wolves, we swept the Niagara Ice Dogs, and we swept the Owen Sound Attack. So, we're here, we were the J. Ross Robertson Cup champions, and we are immediately going into the OHL draft, as it's normally in the middle of the final, but because we swept during the final, we don't have to worry about playing the final in the middle of the draft. So we're in this one, we're going to do the draft, and we are also going to go into the Memorial Cup, and we may as well do the awards as well while we're at it. Kolyachonok accepts Columbus offer, so Kolyachonok has signed with the Columbus Blue Jackets, it looks like. So a lot of our defensemen going to NHL teams now. We have Anthony Iguano going to the Ottawa Senators. We have Billy Constantino going to the Capitals. And we have Kolyachonok going to the Blue Jackets as of next season. So a lot of our defensive core, unfortunately, going to be moving on more than likely after this season is over. But for right now, we are going to get into the draft. I've done a lot of pre-scouting for this. I have a lot of players on my short list so that we don't have to take too long in the draft. And obviously, since we not only won the regular season, we won the championship as well. We are picking 20th out of 20 teams. So let's start the draft and let's see who goes. So the 4th guy, Stevenson here, is still available. Now, what I'm going to do, we are going to configure all this. So I'm going to filter out unrealistic targets just in case there are any players who are in the draft who don't actually, for some reason, want to go to the OHL. Sometimes there are junior players or players who will be drafted into juniors who will not want to play, actually want to play in juniors. They just get drafted into juniors, but then they actually want to play in college. So what we're going to do for this is the attributes that I always like to have on a player are determination, so we're going to set that to 70. Work rate, we're also going to set to 70. And anticipation, I'll set to 50. Those are the 3 main attributes that I look for in a player. And as you can see, a bunch of these guys are already highlighted orange, meaning they're on my short list. And I'm going to just take out anticipation because there's a lot more if you don't have that on. And I believe that there was someone who was ranked pretty early. If I go back by 1 here, we'll go to 65 for both of these guys. Yeah, so Stevenson is ranked at number 4. He's currently a 4-star rating, 5-star future rating. Report card, it's not terrible. How's his history? So there's all these guys here, but there's also some of these guys who are being recommended by our head scout and assistant GM. Not really a fan of this guy, Kalen Craig. The work rate isn't high enough. The determination definitely isn't high enough. But these two, Ian Irwin and Lucas Lockwood, they're looking pretty solid. 95 work rate and 58 determination on Ian Irwin. And he's got an off-the-puck of 63, 59 passing, 65 for face-offs, 64 deking. So, pretty good offensive center there. Lucas Lockwood, 87 for work rate, 35 determination, 67 anticipation as well. He's got a great shot, great off-the-puck, great face-offs, great deflections. So, if I'm looking at both of these two, and we'll compare them as well. So, Irwin is a little bit, he looks to be better with puck control and deking and all of that. And then Lockwood, much better with the shot. And then Lockwood's a better hitter as well. He's better with deflections, so you could put him He looks like the type of player who could maybe be put on front of the net, as opposed to Ian Irwin, who you would want passing the puck a lot more. Irwin has the better mental category for sure, with the determination, flair, influence, teamwork, work rate, anticipation all up there. And as far as the physical category goes, I think I like Lockwood a bit better, just because he's got the agility, the balance, the speed, and the strength. Another guy that I really like here, Carmelo LePage. He is great at checking. He's a defenseman, great at checking, great at hitting, great at positioning as well. Good poke check, good passer, and he's good, pretty good work rate, good determination, good teamwork. So maybe Carmelo LePage is someone we look at as well. There's someone else here who I liked. Kevin Rye. He has got 70 checking as a right winger, so a good defensive winger here. He's also got 60 for passing, 54 off the puck, 71 positioning, so a really good defensive winger. 99 work rate, 69 determination, and not a half bad physical category either. So, I mean, for this level anyway. So, when it comes to overall readiness, I would say Kevin Rye is definitely, look at that report card too. History, he's pretty good. He is pretty good. Honestly, I could see him playing for your Kingston Frontenacs this upcoming season. But would I want him over Ian Irwin or Lucas Lockwood or LePage? I think I would take him over LePage. Would I take him over Irwin? Yes, I would. Would I take him over Lockwood? Yes. So, Kevin Wright, even though he's ranked 55, he looks he looks like he's got a pretty good future ahead of him. Because I really like where his defensive stats are already for being only 15 years of age. That's incredible. Yeah, you know what? I'm drafting Kevin Rye with our 20th overall pick. Welcome to Kingston, Kevin Rye. All right, so let's see who is available after another round of simulating. And Ian Irwin is still available. Okay, so Samson is there. Prefontaine. Josh Bessie. Doyle Brennan. Julian Warren. Carson Lynch. Gus Hall. Gus Hall. So Gus Hall has a 99 work rate, 80 determination, 72 anticipation, 75 off the puck from New Jersey as well. 71 wrist shot, 56 passing, 51 checking. So he'll be good defensively as well. Because he's got that positioning up there, 52, checking at 51. And then off the puck is at 75, so that's basically a 75 offensive awareness. And then that is 72 anticipation, doesn't hurt either. Gus Hall. 97 points last year in high school for 60 games played. 765 average rating. Now, would I take him over Ian Irwin? Let's compare players, Gus Hall and Irwin. So Gus Hall is definitely more of the sniper here. A lot better positionally, defensively in general. He's got a better off the puck too. Got better speed, better strength, better balance. The only things he doesn't really have on him are agility and acceleration. Then the teamwork, of course, Irwin has on Hall. And then deking and faceoffs and stick handling. But everywhere else, Gus Hall, it looks incredible. Now, where's Irwin ranked? 56. And Hall is ranked 76. I really like Gus Hall. Yeah, we're taking Gus Hall with this pick. He looks incredible. So the other guy, Ian Irwin, was taken, it looks like. Where was he drafted? Let's see. Was he taken like right after? Yeah, Ian Irwin was taken by Sarnia, 49th overall. We're skipping right over to pick number 80 here. Max Diaturli. Max Diaturli. 60 off the puck, 62 face-offs, 67 deflections, got a pretty good mental category, pretty good physical category. Good shot, good passer. Another good offensive player here. I'd really like to pick up a defenseman, though. Julian Warren. Great determination, great work rate, good positionally, good checker, good hitting, good physical category. He's got a 3-star current rating. There's also this guy, Jonah Nolet. 70 checking, 61 hitting, 44 poke checks, 66 positioning, 40 for passing. And he's got 76 work rate, 79 determination, decent physical category. Let's compare that with, who was it, Josh Warren? Or Julian Warren? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So the thing about Jonah Nolet is that he was only 5'6". But the defensive difference between Nolet and Warren is actually pretty significant because Nolet's checking is already at 70, whereas Warren's at 55. Hitting for him is at 61 compared to 46. Poke check is at 44 compared to 39. And then positioning, 66 compared to 51. Yeah. Even though he's only 5'6", I'm really liking Jonah Nolet right here. Yeah, I'm really liking Jonah Nolet. Even though he's currently injured, he looks like a pretty solid defenseman, even for only 5'6". I'm liking the way he looks, so we are going to be picking Jonah Nolet with our 4th round pick. Now for the 5th round, Medrick Lamb again, Ken Harkin. All right, don't really like any of those guys, but the first looks at them. River Prefontaine is still on the board. 81 work rate, 84 determination, 61 anticipation. Looks like someone we could definitely use. Yeah, because that off the puck's at 59 already. Face-offs are at 66, so you could use him at wing or at center. And he's got good work rate, good determination, good anticipation. So that combined with his off the puck, that is probably going to get him quite a few points. He's got this 61 for speed, 64 agility, 76 acceleration, 45 checking, so he's not too bad defensively either. 46 positioning, 55 wrist shot, so his wrist shot, I would say, will get him a few more goals there, obviously. So, yeah, I mean, everyone else here, there's still quite a few good prospects, but I'm liking River Prefontaine the best. So we are going to take River Prefontaine with our 5th round pick. And of course, there are 15 rounds in the OHL draft, so we're going to still be here for quite a while. Mackenzie Brewer, left defenseman, 60 hitting, 49 checking, 55 positioning, 65 work rate, 68 determination. There's Chris McAuley. 94 determination, 71 work rate, 60 anticipation for a center, 41 hitting, 51 faceoffs, 35 checking. So he's a ways away, it looks like. Yeah, he's currently a 2-star rating. Let's see the other guys. Kurt Grusenek, 3-star rating, 98 determination, 80 work rate, good shot, good off the puck, good faceoffs, good deflections. Grant Scrudland, 72 work rate, 70 determination, good physical category, 82 speed, 77 acceleration, and this is honestly, his technical category isn't bad because a lot of it is in the orange. His wrist shot is at a 36, stick handling 42, slap shot 41, positioning 57, poke check 35, 46 for passing, 40 for off the puck, 56 for checking. So he's not really good at anything, but he is well-rounded for sure. Well-rounded winger who might actually be able to play for us next year. He's got a 4-star current rating. What's his report card looking like? Yeah, pretty decent. What's his history? 693 average rating last year, 30 points in 60 games in the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League. Yeah, he looks like, even though he's not ranked, he looks like he could be a pretty good player. Although, because he's not ranked, I'm gonna bank on him not being taken, at least anytime soon. So we're gonna see if there's any other guys who would I'd be willing to take on here. So there's Pierre-Olivier Good, 95 determination, 82 work rate, decent speed and acceleration, good stick handling and a wrist shot, and passing and off the puck. So he looks like he might be still a he's only a 1-star current rating, still a ways away from the OHL. But I do like his work rate and determination, and what those two attributes do is it makes it more likely that he'll grow faster. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take Pierre-Olivier Good. Even though he's not on my short lists, I must have overlooked him before because he actually looks pretty solid. So we're going to take him with our 6th round pick. 7th round pick. Got a lot of guys here still. So there are a couple of guys up here who are better than this guy, Grant Skrudland, or, well, maybe not better, but they're higher ranked than him, so I figure we'll take a look at them first. Eric McGuire, he's 16, winger, good work rate, good determination, good positionally with the poke check, passing, stick handling, and checking, and he's got a good physical category. And then the defenseman, Torrey Spencer, he's got a good shot, good stick handling, decent passing, good off the puck, decent deking as well, good work rate, good determination, like all these guys have. Between these two, I think I would go for Torrey Spencer first, then Eric McGuire, and then we could probably take Grant Skrudland with our pick after that, because there's obviously, there's 15 rounds in the OHL draft. So we'll be taking Torrey Spencer with this pick, and hopefully Eric McGuire is available with our next pick. And yes, he is. Let's just make sure that the other guy, Skrudland, he is. So we're going to take McGuire now. There you go. Fast forward. So, did Skrudland go? No, he's still there. Okay, good. So there's Brian Daum, defenseman, it looks like. Positioning, poke check, hitting, and checking all in the orange. Work rate, determination, aggression are up there. Balance at 70. And his history, he's got a good average rating in this league here. So, definitely a good option. Now, Grisenek, I think I'd rather take Skrudland before him. Now it's a matter of Skrudland and Daum. So we'll compare them. Now, obviously, one's a defenseman, one's a forward. So Daum is not as good with the technical category other than poke check and hitting. And yeah, Skrudland looks better the majority of pretty much everywhere here, other than aggression, determination, poke check, hitting, balance. That's really about it. So yeah, I think I'm going to be taking Grant Skrudland here, because I think Brian Daum will be there by the next time we pick. Yeah, so we'll be taking Grant Skrudland here. Welcome to the Kingston Frontenacs. Fast forward, and he should still be there. Yes, he is. So head scout recommendations, Mark McKenzie. I do like the determination. Don't like the work rate. Good shot. Off the puck, 40. Hitting, face-offs, deflections all up there. Dustin Parks. Positioning, hitting, checking all up there. Got a decent mental category as well. Raphael Schaefer, we have nothing on him. So Brian Daum and Dustin Parks, we are going to compare them. So Daum has Parks beat in everything with the technical category, not the mental category, but he hasn't beat otherwise. So I think I'll be taking Brian Daum with this pick. Welcome to the Kingston Frontenacs. Fast forward, and we're getting to that point in the draft now where there's not a whole lot of players that stand out to me. Kurt Grisenek, good work rate, good determination, not a great physical category, but he might be able to get by, at least in the OHL. Wrist shot, slap shot up there, off the puck 53, face-offs 50, deflections 55. Yeah, he might be the next pick here, especially since there's no one left who is on my short list other than him. Raymond Barron. No, I wouldn't say I'd be interested in picking him. Yeah, it's going to have to be Kurt Grisenek here. Welcome to the Kingston Frontenacs. And now I think at this point, we're just going to go with our head scout recommendation because there's, as I said, not a whole lot that I'm interested in here. Well, you know what? We may as well take the highest determination work rate because that means this guy is going to develop really fast because of the high determination, the high work rate, good teamwork. And he has a decent report card, especially for this point in the draft. And he had a solid average rating last year in this league right here. So we will be taking Dawson LeBlanc. So welcome to the Kingston Frontenacs. And we'll fast forward to the 13th round. And at this point, since we're going purely based off determination and work rate, we may as well boost them up a little bit to filter out some of the other guys. And Jacques McNeil is the only one left who's got at least a 75 in both of those categories. And it looks like could be a pretty good offensive defenseman. Obviously, it's going to take him a bit to develop, but he does have that work rate at 91, determination at 79. So we will be picking the defenseman Jacques McNeil. Welcome to the Kingston Frontenacs. Fast forward, and obviously we're going to have to reset these filters. We're going to go down to 70. So Paulin Boyd and Martin Sylvester are the next guys on the list. So this guy's got a passing of 39. Everything else is in the red. 55 positioning, 40 hitting, 49 checking. This guy's decent defensively. 95 work rate. So he's going to develop faster than Martin Sylvester according to that. So I think I'll be taking Paulin Boyd. Welcome to the Kingston Frontenacs. And 15th round. Let's see our head scouts recommendation. I mean, we really don't have anything on any of these guys. Yeah, I think we'll just be taking Martin Sylvester here. Welcome to the Kingston Frontenacs. And that'll just about do it for the OHL draft. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, let's get to the Memorial Cup. Okay, so here we go. We are at the Memorial Cup. And it looks like we have the St. John's Sea Dogs up first, and then next would be the Barrie Colts, and then after them would be the Kelowna Rockets. So the champions of the QMJHL, I guess, would be the Sea Dogs, and then the Kelowna Rockets, the champions of the WHL. I'm not entirely sure why Barrie is here. Is Barrie the host of the Memorial Cup? Is that the fourth team that gets in? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Anyway, let's get to the game against St. John, and we'll see what happens here. Here we go. Canadian Hockey League Memorial Cup now underway. Kingston versus St. John. Let's see what happens. First period, that'll be 2 goals. One for Glovachev from Barrie and MacArthur, and then Wisdom from LaPointe and Druitt. Less than a minute later, Mazzone gets on the board for St. John. Second period, that'll be a goal for Lynch for St. John. We're tied 2-2 going into the third. Come on, Kingston. Oh my goodness. We let up 2 early there in the third period. Quaver and McIntosh for St. John. And then Lockhart from Murray and McCulloch for your Kingston Frontenacs. But then Michelle for St. John makes it 5-3. And then Martin with 4 seconds left from Vaughn and Kolyachinok makes it 4-5 or 5-4. But too little too late for your Kingston Frontenacs. So unfortunately, we lose there against St. John Sea Dogs. But I believe we have, a couple other chances to win some games here. So, game against Barrie. Here we go. We'll view this one as well. First period. There you go. McCulloch from Lockhart and Iguano. Then Foster for Barrie. And then MacArthur from Hugh and Murray on the power play to make it 2-1. Heading into the second period. And they've tied it up at 3. Cross for Barrie, and then Martin from McCulloch, and then Price also for Barrie. So heading into the third period, tied 3-3. What can happen? And that is going to be a 5-3 victory for your Kingston Frontenacs. LaPointe from Druitt and Wisdom, and then Laurie from Anderson and McCulloch on the power play. We get our first win of the Memorial Cup. St. John versus Kelowna. That's a 5-1 win for Kelowna. Eric Anderson suffers an injury for 1 week with a thigh contusion. A few days. He might still be able to play just because it's only a few days. Nah, he's injured. We'll see what happens on the 25th here against Kelowna, but I'm pretty sure he's out for that next game, which would be unfortunate because he's been one of our best defensemen all year. Barry get banned for 2 games. I really don't need this right now. Can I appeal that? All right, it doesn't look like he'll be back for this game. So Barry also going to be scratched. So we're going to have to get another defenseman in there. May as well be... Actually, no, we'll sort by regular season average ratings. Pelletier was the only other one to play. I'm going to get the overager, Emmett Gordon, in there. He is 21 years of age, brings some experience to the blue line. So we'll get him in there. And as for forwards, Rocco Beaudry. I mean, I'm not sure why it's showing me the regular season here. We'll go playoffs. David Andrewchuk was pretty solid. But then again, Mark Morissette got the points with the same amount of average rating. Yeah, we'll get Mark Morissette in there. And we will do the best lines. Good. It has McCulloch and Lockhart on the first line automatically now. So I don't have to do that. But I do have to put Lockhart on the first line power play. Okay, so that'll do it for that. Let's get to the game against Kelowna. And let me just make sure that it's not already happening. All right, there you go. So St. John beat Barrie, it looks like. And the game against Kelowna, they are 2-0. Let's hope we can beat them here. First period, goal by Lewiski for Kelowna. Second period, ooh, not looking good. Bricks for Kelowna. And then Glover from Vaughan for your Kingston Frontenacs. Then Siebenoller for Kelowna. Then Hugh from Koyachinok and Vaughan for your Kingston Frontenacs. And then Lajoie for Kelowna. Third period, and a goal by Glover from Koyachinok and Vaughan on the power play, but it was not enough to beat the Kelowna Rockets, who are now 3-0. And it looks like, I'm not sure if we're going to the finals or not, or the semifinals. We are 1-2 in this Memorial Cup. So we do get one more game here against the St. John Sea Dogs. So I'm hoping... oh my goodness, Emmett Gordon injured for about a month with a fractured shin. He plays one game. And he goes down with an injury for a month. Oh my goodness. So we are in the semifinal. However, we're going to have to face St. John, and they beat us the first time. So I'm hoping that we can beat the St. John Sea Dogs and move on to the final. Eric Anderson is back, so we're definitely gonna get him back in there. So ask coach once again, and no, now it's got Vaughan on the first line. It's gonna be McCulloch and Lockhart, first line power play. There you go. All right, game against the St. John Sea Dogs. Come on, we need this. We need this W. We need this W. First period, goal by Kachkovich. All these names that I don't know how to pronounce. The St. John Sea Dogs gets them the 1-0 lead in the first period. Second period, oh my goodness, Javert and Burns for St. John. 3-0 lead for them. Not looking good. Oh wait, we got the comeback. We have a comeback, and we are going to overtime. Matt Murray, what in the world? Jacob Murray from MacArthur and Vaughan, and then Morissette from LaPointe and DeWitt 25 seconds later, and then with less than 2 minutes remaining, Martin from MacArthur and McCulloch. OT, and we get the W. Nick Vaughan on the power play from MacArthur and Hugh. We are going to the Memorial Cup Finals, and we beat the St. John Sea Dogs in comeback fashion. Oh my goodness, this is an absolutely tremendous season for your Kingston Frontenacs. So all the awards, I believe, were just given out as the awards ceremony was on the 31st. We're now on June 1st. However, that'd be a little anticlimactic, as we have the Memorial Cup Final coming up tomorrow against the Kelowna Rockets. So let's simulate up to the game. And this is it, boys. This is for all of the bragging rights in the entire CHL. Will we call ourselves the champions of the entire CHL? after this game. I hope so. Come on, boys. Huge, huge game. Biggest game of your lives here at least up until you get to the NHL, you know? So, Kingston versus Kelowna, now underway. First period. Okay, yes, I will definitely take it. Lockhart from McCulloch, MacArthur from Wisdom, and then Schindel for them. But then Hugh from Vaughan, and then Druitt from Hugh and Murray. Let's go. I mean, we've seen comebacks before, obviously. We just had one ourselves, so they could definitely get back into this, especially with how they beat us last time. But going up 4-1 in the first period definitely is never a bad thing. Second period, I'll take it. Martin from Hugh and Anderson with the goal to make it 5-1. Then Kindry makes it not only 5-2, but 5-3 10 minutes later. And then Brian Laurie from McCulloch and Murray, and then Laurie again a few minutes later from Lockhart and Aguano on the power play to make it 7-3. And we look to have this all wrapped up and in the bag. And we win 9-4. Lockhart with the goal from McCulloch, and then McCulloch from Lockhart and Lapointe. Lajoie for Kelowna, but it was all over at that point. We win 9-4, and we win the Memorial Cup. Oh my goodness, this was an absolutely tremendous season for your Kingston Frontenacs. It could not have been any better. It could not have been any better. Wow. All right. What a way to end year number 3. So we'll do the awards now, I suppose. The Eddie Powers Memorial Trophy goes to Jacob Witcherton of Flint. And this trophy goes to the guy who leads the league in points at the end of the season. Red Tilson Trophy goes to Sudbury's Blake Murray. And that's for the most outstanding player in the regular season. Max Kaminsky Trophy goes to Barry's Nathan Allenson. This is for the defenseman who demonstrates throughout the season the greatest all-around ability in the position. OHL Goaltender of the Year is Andrew McLean of Owens Sound. OHL Best Forward is Sudbury's Blake Murray. M's Family Trophy goes to Oshawa's Jerome Babin. And this is for the player selected as the most proficient in his first year in the league, so Rookie of the Year. Bobby Smith, that goes to Flint's Jacob Winterton. This is for the player who combines on-ice performance with success in school. Leo Lalonde Memorial Trophy goes to Sudbury's Blake Murray, and that is for the most outstanding overage player. OHL Star Player Award goes to Chicago's Blake Murray as well. So Blake Murray actually made the jump to Chicago after that award was given out, I suppose. I don't know how that works because it says, that's the same Blake Murray, so he goes from Sudbury, and now he's signed with the Chicago Blackhawks. So good for him, I suppose. William Hanley Award goes to Connor Lockhart. Let's go. And Nick Vaughan actually came in third for that. So what is this? This is for the player adjudged to have exhibited the best type of sportsmanship and gentlemanly conduct combined with a high standard of playing ability. So the great thing about this award, is that only Kingston Frontenacs players have won this award so far in this simulation. Matt Hotchkiss, who is now a member of the Milwaukee Admirals, won it in year number 1. And then Nick Vaughan won it in year number 2. And now, year number 3, Connor Lockhart wins it. And Nick Vaughan came close. So, great all-around team that we have clearly here. And I mean, obviously, since we won the championship of not only the OHL, but the Memorial Cup, I mean, we have a great team, obviously, now. Dan Snyder Memorial Trophy goes to Sudbury's Tyler Ho, and that is for making a noteworthy humanitarian contribution to the sport. The Matt Layden Trophy goes to Ottawa's Andre Tourigny, and that is the Coach of the Year award, I would guess. Coach adjudged to have contributed the most to his team's success. Yes, indeed. Wayne Gretzky Trophy goes to Connor Lockhart of your Kingston Frontenacs. This kid was amazing. The most valuable player for his team in the playoffs. Unreal. This kid is unreal. I'll be surprised if he doesn't go in the top 5, to be honest. With the performance that he had this past regular season and in the playoffs and in the Memorial Cup, he had a goal and an assist there. So he'll, whatever team gets him, they're getting someone special, man. He's already got his physical category up there, his mental categories up there. All of his important offensive categories are pretty much where they need to be, other than maybe slap shot, in order to maybe have a chance at cracking the NHL. 86 for wrist shot, 62 for stick handling, 75 off the puck, which is offensive awareness basically, and then deking 66, deflection 67. This kid's going to be good. OHL Player of the Month is Brian Laurie. Let's go. Rookie of the Month is Cameron McCulloch. 5 goals and 5 assists in 4 games. Memorial Cup Finals. Yeah, we already have been through that. So there's the awards. And fans celebrate winning the Memorial Cup. A spokesperson from the fans, or for the fans, has stated that Jason is the best general manager they have ever had. Well, I hope I did you proud, Kingston. I really hope I did you proud with that victory. They said, let's see this. Board delighted by Memorial Cup success. They said that this achievement is a remarkable feat for Kingston, and the significant credit must go to Jason and his staff for making this all possible. And there you go. Kingston wins the CHL Memorial Cup. So I think that'll just about do it for this one. A lot of excitement in this video with the draft and then the Memorial Cup win. This was a really good year. This was obviously a really good year. And I'm not sure how we're going to follow this up. But I want to go a couple more years just to see how far we can take this. But man, this was an awesome year for your Kingston Frontenacs, obviously, and wow, that's all I have to say. So the next one, I think what'll happen then, free agency, and then the CHL import draft, and then shortly, either before the import draft or after, would be when the NHL entry draft happens. Now, unfortunately, we can't see that, but what we can do is go into the draft, NHL entry draft, and then we can see where each guy was picked by going into drafted. So we'll be able to see, where Lockhart was chosen, where all of our other guys were chosen. Of course, we'll get notifications about that as well. But just in case anyone wants to see the full draft list, we can indeed do that once the draft happens, which is on June 19th, it looks like. So that'll happen before the CHL import draft. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one when we continue the success of the Kingston Frontenacs.